Okay, so this is one question based on molecular orbital theory that has been asked in CSIR UGC NET June 2022. So the question says that the statements that correctly describe the molecular orbital MO diagram of HO, that is hydroxyl radical, is R. Consider the OH bond to be along the x axis. So from the molecular orbital of hydroxyl radical, we have to identify the correct statements. Now, we can answer this question only after we have an idea about the molecular orbital diagram of the hydroxyl radical. So let's try that. So HO radical means we have one additional electron here, HO radical. Okay, and it is what it is? It is a heteronuclear diatomic molecule. So HO radical is heteronuclear. It has two types of different atoms, diatomic, and thus we will not have very symmetrical molecular orbital diagram. And what is the valence electronic configuration? 1s1 for hydrogen, and for oxygen we have 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Okay. And the total number of valence electrons. So we have to add up these two from oxygen, this one from hydrogen. So 6 plus 1, 7, and 1 additional electron of the radical. So we have 8, total 8 number of valence electrons for HO radical. Now we have to accommodate these electrons in the molecular orbital that will be formed by the overlap of atomic orbitals. So we can write here on one side we can write hydrogen, and on the other side we can write oxygen radical. Okay, for the atomic orbitals. Now we know from molecular orbital theory that the more electronegative atom will be lower in energy in the molecular orbital diagram. So that means we have to place the atomic orbitals of hydrogen very high up as compared to the atomic orbitals of oxygen. Now if we place the 2s atomic orbitals of oxygen here, and then next comes the 2p, and then we place the 2p atomic orbitals of oxygen here, then we have to place the 1s atomic orbital of hydrogen much higher than 2s and a little bit higher than the 2p oxygen atomic orbital. Now we know that 1s contains 1 electron, 2s of oxygen radical contains 2s electrons, and 2p contains how many? 2p contains 4. Okay, so 4, and 1 additional electron of the radical, that is total 5. Okay, so 2p contains 4 and 1 additional radical electron, so total becomes 5. Okay, so here we have placed the atomic orbitals like this. Now looking at this position of atomic orbitals, now we can say that the 2s of oxygen radical and 1s of hydrogen are very far apart in terms of energy. So there can't be any kind of overlap between these two. And that is the reason why this 2s orbital will give rise to a 2s non-bonding molecular orbital. So this 2s orbital does not change in energy and lies there as such as the non-bonding molecular orbital. Okay, now what is the next step? This 2p and 1s can overlap because it is said that consider OH bond to be along the x-axis. So we can consider 2px like this. Okay, so this is the axis, and then 2py something like this. Okay, tilted one, and 2pz is something like this. So only 2px has the probability of interacting with the 1s orbital of the hydrogen because it can overlap well. Spherically symmetrical 1s orbital can overlap with the 2px orbital of the oxygen, something like this, okay? While the other py and pz do not have the proper orientation for interacting with the 1s atomic orbital of hydrogen. And that is why this overlap of 1s and 2px of the oxygen gives rise to the sigma bonding molecular orbital in this HO radical. And according to the rules that we know, this should also give rise to sigma star anti-bonding orbitals, okay? So how many electrons? So one from 1s and one from 2p. So 2, like this, okay? So I hope you understood that how sigma molecular orbital is formed. This is formed by the overlap of 1s of hydrogen and 2px of the oxygen radical. Then we get the sigma bonding molecular orbital containing 2 electron. Okay, and this will again in the higher energy give rise to sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbital. Now what happens next? Now next we are left with how many electrons? We are left with, so we have 2 plus 2. 4 electrons are already filled in the molecular orbitals and we have total 8 valence electrons. So 4 more are to be filled in the molecular orbitals. And next what happens? So these 4 py contain in the py and pz orbitals. These cannot overlap with any of the 1s orbitals, so they remain again as such as non-bonding orbitals like this. So this 2py and 2pz remain as such without any change in energy as the non-bonding molecular orbitals containing 4 electrons that are contained in the 2py and 2pz. So non-bonding. So that is it about the molecular orbital diagram of hydroxyl radical. Okay, hope you understood. So first 2s is energetically very different from the 1s orbital of hydrogen atom. That is why it cannot overlap with any of the atomic orbitals of hydrogen. So it remains as such energetically, giving rise to the first non-bonding molecular orbital. Then the 2px and 2px of oxygen and 1s of hydrogen, they overlap to form the sigma bonding molecular orbital containing 2 electrons and the sigma star anti-bonding orbital in the higher energy level. And then we are having remaining 4 electrons, which are the electrons in the 2py and 2pz orbitals. Those also cannot overlap with any of the s orbitals of hydrogen atoms. So they also remain as such as the second non-bonding molecular orbital. Now after this, after we have drawn this molecular orbital diagram, then now let us move to the statements. So statement 1 says the highest occupied molecular orbital, HOMO, is a non-bonded molecular orbital that is predominantly formed with 2pz and 2py atomic orbitals. Yes, so HOMO here in the hydroxyl molecular orbital diagram, the highest occupied molecular orbital is the 2py and 2pz energetically. Okay, so this statement is correct, right? And then the statement B says the HOMO is a sigma bonded MO that is predominantly formed by the overlap of hydrogens 1s and oxygens 2s. No, that is not correct, because sigma bonding molecular orbital, although they are formed by the 2px and 1s of oxygen and hydrogen respectively, these are not the highest occupied molecular orbitals. So this statement is not correct. Statement C says sigma bonding MO is formed by the overlap of hydrogen 1s and oxygen 2pz. No, oxygen 2pz cannot overlap with the sigma 1s orbital. So this orientation cannot be possible. Okay, so this proper overlap cannot be possible in the pz orbital. Okay, so this statement is also not correct. And then the last statement says the sigma bonding MO is formed by the overlap of 1s and sigma 2ps. Yes, we have seen that since 2px orients like this, so this overlap with 1s is possible to give rise to sigma bonding molecular orbitals. ठीक है? So this is the reason how this sigma bonding molecular orbital is formed. So statement D is correct. Sigma bonding MO is formed by hydrogen 1s and oxygen 2px. Yes, so this is correct. This is the correct statement. So statement A and statement D are the correct statements. So I hope this explanation and the discussion of MO diagram of hydroxyl radical is quite clear to you, and hope it is helpful. Thank you so much.